Miami has a slew of famous football alum, right? Just a slew of them.
Sure.
And we get to see them every game on the sideline.
Just in case you were wondering where they were.
Exactly.
They're at the game.
And I get it. It's your alma mater. Martin, you're proud of Michigan. You're proud of USC, right? You're an alum. You're proud of your school.
I'm much prouder of Michigan than USC, but I get your point.
Why is that?
I mean, I know that in this room that I'm currently sitting in, this is maybe an unpopular opinion, but
Ian, are you listening to this guy?
My grad school degree is less important to me than my undergraduate degree.
That's crazy.
In terms of who I root for. I got one first.
Okay. Who you root for? But you don't poo-poo a graduate degree from USC.
No, I mean, but in the context of sports.
Okay.
Honestly, in the context of sports this year, when Michigan lost to USC, right. I was like, this is how I know that Michigan isn't a serious program this year. Because you can't lose to USC like that.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay. But I guess my bigger point is your school wins, you're happy for them, whatever. And I get all that. I'm not even being mad at former players who want to show support or whatever. But Michael Irvin, my goodness gracious. Did you see the routine and the act that he put on? Martin, did you see it?
I mean, if you watch the game, you can't miss it.
And Ian, you brought it up before. He's down on all four. He's whipping I don't know what this it was. He
does the B2A celebration where
right.
he takes off his belt and starts whipping a water cooler after the game to demonstrate what Miami just did to their opponent.
And did you see Michael Irvin's not
after a 10-3 win against Texas.
Yeah, right.
He's not 45.
He did it on purpose. When I saw him lift his shirt up, I was like, "Oh, that's why you're doing this. You just want everyone to see your abs." Which, congratulations, nice abs.
He's 59.
No, but now I was like, "You look cuckoo." Oh, that's why you did it, because you want us to see your abs.
But am I
he lifted his shirt. He's like, "Oh, whoops."
I get being excited, but here's my big issue. Can you let those kids have their moment in the sun? Shouldn't it be about them and not about you? You won 3 Super Bowls. You're one of those iconic figures with the Dallas Cowboys dynasty and all that everybody knows. You've been on all of the talk shows. You won an NFL now. His resume is pretty impressive.
Sure, he's worked everywhere.
Everywhere. But do you have to block the sunshine from the kids? That's what I feel like is just over the top. And then people will say, well, Martin, don't blame him. He's just being himself. Blame the media who's recording him and putting it out there. No, Michael Irvin is going to take his belt off and whip and get down on all four and do all this kind of craziness. And the media is going to turn away and focus in on the kids. Is that what you're asking?
Well, I think the reality is, if anyone on the sideline was on all fours or kicking a trash can or hitting a trash can repeatedly, the media would then focus to it, right? If the starting quarterback of the team was doing that, it would be news. If Carson Beck took off his belt and started hitting the trash can, if anyone takes their belt off at any point in time and starts hitting things, people are going to be paying attention to it. Now, I used to work with Mike. I know Mike decent on a professional level. He is that loud at 3:45 in the morning. I can confirm it, right? I've seen him getting ready to go on TV and be so loud. You're on the 3rd floor and you can hear him on the 1st floor, right? So I don't think that it's manufactured or it's over the top 100%. But I do think that he has a genuine level of excitement. But I would say, to your point, there has to be, if you're on the sideline, there's millions of dollars at stake in each one of these games, not necessarily on the outcome, but just in terms of Mario Cristobal is probably the 2nd or 3rd or 4th highest paid employee in the state of Florida, right? When you're thinking about the coach who coaches at Miami, right? Carson Beck, makes more than Quinn Ewers does right now to play quarterback in Miami, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Carson Beck makes more than he does right now. There's a lot of money at stake and a lot on the line, especially when you're a program like Miami that have to fight to get in this thing in the first place. Not only are you taking away from everything that's going on with the playoff, you're also just a distraction on the sideline.
100%.
If you were a tight end doing this, and you were like, if you're the third string tight end doing this, you wouldn't be allowed to go out there anymore.
No, you would be cut. I mean, it is a distraction. I don't know where. Has anybody showed him the video to say, Mike, look what you look like on the sidelines? Ian, you're a young guy. Are you feeling this? Or is this like, wow?
I start laughing so hard whenever the camera goes to him on the sidelines because of the fact that it's just never him standing there in a normal position. It's like he's just down on all fours, like you said. Like yesterday they cut to him and he was just straddling the sideline with like on one knee. It's like, what are you doing?
And what? I'll give you the perfect example. Michael Jordan in North Carolina. Bill Belichick's first game. What did Mike do? He showed up. They had a suite. He was up in the suite supporting his school, supporting Bill Belichick.
Imagine Michael Jordan down on all fours on the sideline.
Exactly. like it's ridiculous. Like Michael Jordan would never be involved in that. Like that's his school too.
And the sidelines in Colorado for the first 2 years of the Deion experience was a who's who of who's that.
I don't even know about 2 years, but the first few weeks.
Well, the first few weeks was like an opening premiere.
Everybody's flying in. They got a rap concert before the game.
But somehow, some way, Rick Ross was able to maintain composure on the sidelines. That Shador would do something. You know what I mean? Like that to me is the number one thing. Is like, this is a workplace, right? I get that it's college football, but the sidelines are a workplace. Mike Irvin does TV all the time. You know what's not happening? Like behind the cameraman,
right? Somebody
like twerking, hitting a trash can, or throwing water in the air, or just screaming, "Whoa!"
For all we know,
right?
It's behind the camera, so it could be happening.
I feel confident in saying that. When they go to break, there's not somebody in the back like, "Yeah, let's go!" He's just yelling.
And if you're the coach, you get it. You don't want to be the Debbie Downer,
especially at Miami,
right? To pull him aside and go, Mike, we're gonna have to pull your sideline pass. It's just too much going on. Then you're the bad guy. Here I am trying to support my school, and now they're telling me I can't come. You know what I mean? And all this other stuff. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to offend the alum, right? You don't want to do that. But somebody, is this a situation? Should a friend or somebody tap him on the shoulder and say, Mike, come on, man.
This is what you just brought this to and I kind of, as the news that Troy Aikman is going to be working with the Dolphins to try to help them find their GM. Remember Troy Aikman a few weeks ago said that he was involved in UCLA's NIL and it was like, I'm not no more. No. I wonder, pure baseless speculation on my part, I haven't done the due diligence, how much, if at all, Michael Irvin is invested in their NIL. Because I just put it like this. And very much like when a political party, the donors say they're turning the money off, right? All of a sudden that political party will start make changes. Same. You want your college coach to get fired? Have the donor say, we're going to stop donating money.
It takes 2 seconds.
You'll have a new head coach. Right? And I'm not saying that Mike is that they're anywhere near that at Miami, but I do wonder. Maybe if Mike's putting $1 or $2 or $3 million into that NIL fund to go ahead and get that Cam Ward last year, that Carson Beck, they have expensive quarterbacks at Miami.
No, he might be involved. But
so, does that buy you a little more cachet on the sideline?
Alex, what do you have?
I'm kind of curious about this, right? And this is from like more of a non-sports perspective, right? So, Martin, you work on the Herd now, correct?
I do.
So, you know what's one of the most polarizing thing that happened at the Herd? The LeVar Ball effect, where he literally looked at Christine Leahy and said, stay in your lane. And we promoted that by putting him on every single network and making him a star, which got his kids, in my opinion, drafted. So it kind of seems like more so as a public media figure, we're just kind of reinforcing bad behavior for the dollar effect or entertainment effect. And it's kind of like, in my opinion, the WWE, WWF effect. You do anything for entertainment just if it gets views and clicks. So as you said, there's nobody telling him no because it gets the views. And it makes people pay attention.
Like if this was golf, it'd be different. Like if it was golf, they would shut it down.
No, they would. I don't understand, like, just somebody being a friend and just saying, Mike, I love the enthusiasm with school, but can you tone it down so that the kids can have their moment? You know what I mean? And I don't know if he really looks at it like that, like the kids shouldn't be able to enjoy this And it would be great if all the alum, right? They got a ton of great players from there.
I just put
They could all be over on the side together, like, you know
Hey.
what I mean, enjoying their school or in a suite somewhere.
We saw Oklahoma, Alabama, first round of the playoff. It felt like every single Oklahoma player I had ever heard of was at that game in some form or capacity, right? Especially, too, because some of their guys, like Kyler, was on injured reserve. He was there.
Right.
There are alumni at every single game.
Right.
We're watching Ole Miss in Georgia. I guarantee you, there's Ole Miss alumni on that sideline. There are Georgia
But you
alumni
haven't
on the
seen
other
any
sideline.
cutaways.
Exactly. This is all about a personal level of I have a ton of energy here. And to Alex's point of like, first of all, the ball boys got drafted because they're really good at basketball. But the overarching thing is Miami doesn't benefit anything really from having Mike Irvin cutaways throughout their broadcast. You know what I'm saying? Miami doesn't benefit any of that.
No, and the kids don't get
That's
the
all the
shine that
TV
they
partners.
totally deserve.
All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share. Do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.